From the bustling sets of sitcoms in the 70s to stealing the scene in blockbuster films, Katherine Helmond's warm smile and impeccable comedic timing made her one of television's most beloved faces. But beyond the charming characters she brought to life, Mona Robinson, Jessica Tate, Doris Sherman, was a woman of immense depth, wit, and talent who evolved gracefully with Hollywood itself. Today, we look back on her extraordinary journey. This is the story of Katherine Helmond, then versus now, a legacy that continues to sparkle long after the camera stopped rolling. Katherine Marie Helmond was born on July 5, 1929, in Galveston, Texas. Raised in a devout Catholic family, young Katherine was drawn to performance early, starring in school plays and small church productions. The Gulf Coast air, small-town charm, and the support of her close-knit family formed the roots of her confident, charismatic personality. After graduating high school, Helmond pursued acting at Durham Dramatic School in New York and studied further at the American Theater Wing. These early years were not glamorous. She waited tables, worked odd jobs, and auditioned endlessly. But her determination never wavered. Katherine first made her mark on the New York theater scene in the late 1950s and early 1960s. Off-Broadway plays and regional theater work polished her skills, and soon she was landing television guest spots on shows like Car 54, Where Are You? And The Flying Nun. Her big break came with the Broadway production of The Great God Brown, which brought her critical acclaim. By the late 1960s and early 70s, her versatility, comedic or dramatic, made her a sought-after talent. In 1977, Katherine landed the role that would define her career for a generation, Jessica Tate in the ABC sitcom Soap. The show was a parody of soap operas, but Jessica's ditzy charm and warmth became the series' heart. Helmond's performance earned her 4 Emmy nominations and a Golden Globe Award in 1981. Viewers adored her. She could make you laugh one moment and tear up the next. Soap ran until 1981, and by its end, Katherine Helmond was a household name. Just 3 years later, Katherine struck gold again. In 1984, she joined the cast of Who's the Boss? As the saucy, free-spirited Mona Robinson, Angela's flirtatious and fun-loving mother. Mona's playful banter with Tony Danza's character and her confident approach to life made her a feminist icon in sitcom form. The role brought her 2 more Emmy nominations and a second Golden Globe in 1989. Mona wasn't just comic relief, she was a symbol of independence and joy in middle age. While television was her mainstay, Katherine also appeared in memorable films, Family Plot, 1976, Alfred Hitchcock's final film. Time Bandits, 1981, as the delightfully wicked ogre's wife. Brazil, 1985, Terry Gilliam's dystopian masterpiece, where her facelift scenes became unforgettable. Overboard, 1987, opposite Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Her film roles often showcased her range, quirky, surreal, yet always deeply human. In the 1990s, Katherine transitioned into guest appearances and recurring roles. She played Doris Sherman, the eccentric team owner on Coach, 1995 to 1997, and guest starred on shows like The Love Boat, The Practice, and Everybody Loves Raymond. Her voice also reached younger audiences as Lizzie, the sweet Model T Ford in Pixar's Cars trilogy, starting in 2006. Even in voice acting, her warmth and humor shone. Katherine was married twice, first to George N. Martin, 1957 to 1962, and later to David Christian, who she wed in 1962 and remained with until her passing. The couple had no children but enjoyed a long, loving marriage filled with travel and art. Helmond often said that her relationship was her greatest role. Over her 6-decade career, Helmond received 7 Emmy nominations, 2 Golden Globe Awards, a Lifetime Achievement Award from the TV Land Awards. She also left a lasting mark on the industry for portraying older women as vibrant, funny, and empowered. In her later years, Katherine enjoyed a slower pace, splitting time between homes in Los Angeles and New York. Her last on-screen appearance was in Cars 3, 2017, reprising her role as Lizzie. Even off-camera, she remained active in the theater community, mentoring young actors and occasionally attending fan conventions. Katherine Helmond passed away on February 23, 2019, at age 89, due to complications from Alzheimer's disease. The outpouring of tributes from co-stars and fans spoke volumes. Tony Danza called her a joy to be around, while Judith Light praised her as a woman of grace and mischief. Her legacy lives on in reruns, streaming services, and the hearts of fans who grew up laughing with Jessica Tate and Mona Robinson. Then, a fresh-faced stage actress from Galveston, breaking into television with a knack for comedy. Now, Legacy, a celebrated icon of American television, remembered for roles that challenged stereotypes and brought joy to millions. Katherine Helmond's career shows that talent, charm, and authenticity never go out of style. Katherine Helmond wasn't just an actress, she was a storyteller, a risk-taker, and a groundbreaker. Her characters were fearless, funny, and relatable, inspiring generations of women to embrace life with confidence. Whether in the absurd world of soap or the cozy chaos of Who's the Boss? She made audiences feel like they were part of the family.